What do you think when you see an Airbus A380 soaring in the sky, with Qatar imprinted across its fuselage? Majestic, right? Well, that majestic airliner has also been crippled due to some microscopic organisms, like the many others. This is facts, figures, and theories. Welcome to this channel. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can be notified on future updates from us. In this video, we will assess what coronavirus and COVID-19 has done to the airlines industries and how the stakeholders have been affected from it. Without further delay, let's get started. The global coronavirus pandemic has changed the world as we know it. It has been particularly devastating for the aviation sector. Airports have been shut, thousands of aeroplanes grounded, businesses have ceased operations, and the long-term financial cost may not be known for the years to come. According to the International Air Transport Association, this year's loss of revenue has cost airlines more than $300 billion. Thousands in the air travel industry have been left jobless. The expected annual loss for 2020 has been projected at $84 billion. Qatar Airways, one of the world's biggest carriers, is no exception. To put into perspective how big Qatar Airways is, Qatar Airways have 230 airplanes manufactured by both the Boeing and Airbus currently in service, which includes 10 Airbus A380, which is the largest passenger aircraft in the world. Also, the company has a total of 167 orders for new aircrafts, including cargo carriers. If the whole fleet of Qatar Airways are parked end to end, it will extend to the length of about 25 kilometers. This is how big Qatar Airways is. The Doha-based airline was already dealing with restrictions imposed by 4 Gulf Arab nations as part of their blockade of Qatar. Without access to the airspace of its neighbors, it had to find new routes and new destinations. And now, as it navigates the turbulent skies in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, how will the airline recover from both the health and political crises? And what is in store for the future of global air travel after the pandemic ends? Currently, this gigantic company is facing cash crisis due to the pandemic. The CEO of the company, Akbar Al-Baker, has gone on records to say that the company has only enough cash to operate through a very short period of time. Qatar Airways would have to seek financial support from the Qatari government, the sole shareholder of the airline. Cost-cutting measures, including employees taking unpaid leave and Al-Baker forfeiting his salary until the airline returns to full operations, have been taken up by the Doha-based airline. On March 26, 2020, Qatar Airways announced a significant increase in capacity, specifically to Australia. All in all, the carrier added 48,000 seats to Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth, and Sydney, with daily services. Several countries had utilized the increased seat numbers to repatriate their citizens from Australia and other countries in Asia-Pacific, while Al-Baker reiterated that the airline is not taking advantage, as this is a moment to serve people who want to be with their loved ones in this very trying time. The airline's situation, even prior to the coronavirus outbreak, was precarious. A locally developed political conflict between Qatar and other Middle Eastern nations resulted in a blockade of the former, including a ban by neighboring countries for Qatar-registered aircraft to use their airspace. As a result, the airline ended fiscal year 2019 with a net loss of $639 million due to an increase in fuel costs and losses of some of its most important routes. And again, due to outbreak of this pandemic, the 5-star rated airline has been facing cash liquidity crisis. The airlines plan to reduce its fleet by 25%. The airlines is also planning to curtail its employee cost. The CEO has warned the employees of substantial redundancies as it struggles with collapse in demand, although it is not clear how many jobs are under threat due to this pandemic. But in an internal memo, Mr. Baker wrote that the truth is, we simply cannot sustain the current staff numbers and will need to make a substantial number of jobs redundant, inclusive of cabin crews. The Doha state-owned airliner employs more than 45,000 individuals directly and others many indirectly. In February, Qatar Airways increased its stake in British Airways owner IAG to 25% as part of its strategy to invest in other carriers. This also further fueled the current liquidity crisis of the company. We hope that the government of Qatar will help bail out the airlines, and we can see the Qatar Airlines and its antelope emblem soaring through the sky. We also hope that the employees who has been affected directly and indirectly by the employee redundancy program of the airliner will be brought back to their previous position. This brings us to the end of the video. If you like this video, Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please comment below if you have any suggestions and recommendations. And finally, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you will be notified on any future updates. See you all until next time.